Welcome everyone to Grand Tour Wrestling Brawl. I'm your host, Infinite Fantasy, and we're live
is scheduled for one fall.
here in
from Salem, Massachusetts,
Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And here we have one half of the Mixed Tag Team Champions and the Grand Tour Champion, The Witch, as she makes her way to the ring here tonight. This Saturday, for the main event of night one of Battle of Champions, it's gonna be The Witch as the Women's Grand Tour Champion going one-on-one against Women's World Champion Brenda Bison. The winner will advance to the main event of night two. Will they be facing the winner between Samoa Joe and Bad Boy Benjamin Bourne to determine GTW's undisputed champion. This weekend, we are heading to Caesars Superdome for a Battle of Champions. For me, this is a very big weekend because on night one, I will be facing the Women's World Champion Brenda Bison in a champion versus champion match. I have no doubts that Brenda is everything they say she is. Ruthless, cunning, calculating. But I have risen against so much more. I fully plan to win that match and advance to the main event of night two this Sunday. Whether it be Samoa Joe or the Bad Boy Benjamin Bourne, I know I will end the night as GTW's undisputed champion. However, that will not be the only trophy I am competing for at Battle of Champions. As you are aware, I am Amanda Price's substitute champion on night two, whether it be the Tag Team Champions, the Outlaws, or the Women's Tag Team Champions, Les Femmes Fatales. Me and Steven Dynamite, as the Mixed Tag Team Champions, will defeat them. Me and Steven Dynamite will become the undisputed Tag Team Champions, and when we do, when we hold that trophy belt high up, I will not only prove to be the best wrestler in GTW, but the best, most compatible partner for the Chosen One. Hold on a second, Witch. Let us not get ahead of ourselves. I'm afraid I have some news. Of course you do. I am less than a week away from the 3 biggest matches of my career right now, so make it quick, please. My, aren't we fussy? The thing is, Witch, you are the women's champion that represents the Red Show. You represent my brand, BRAWL. I need you 100% going in against Brenda Bison. I need you and Samoa Joe in that main event for night two. One of you winning the undisputed champion will solidify BRAWL as the dominant show, and myself as the better director between Charles and I. Let's say Bourne manages to beat Samoa Joe and he becomes your opponent for the undisputed championship. I can't have you going into that main event exhausted because of some tag team match. No. Honestly, the Outlaws are who I have my money on with that anyway. I need you at your best so you can make me look good. Miss Cassidy, with respect, what are you saying? That you will not let me compete for the undisputed tag team titles? In case you have forgotten, the winner between the 2 tag team champions are meant to face the mixed tag team champions. I'm one half of the mixed tag team champions. Well, Witch, technically, you're a substitute for the real mixed tag team champion Amanda Price. You are a placeholder for the belt at best. A placeholder until you and Dynamite either lose the titles or she becomes medically cleared for in-ring action. And guess who just woke up and will be cleared for in-ring action by Battle Champions on Sunday? That's right. Amanda Price is making her return just in time for the Tag Team Undisputed title match at this weekend's pay-per-view. Therefore, we thank you for your service, but your services are no longer required. Now I suggest you be a good little women's champion, leave your mixed tag team title belt right there at ringside, and focus on the real prize at Battle Champions, because if you lose on night 1 to Charles Elliott's women's champion, if he outstages me by the main event of night 2, the way I see it, I have no use for you. And just like that, the Witch has just been stripped of half of the Mixed Tag Team Championship. It's going back to Amanda Price, who will be making her return this weekend, teaming up with Steven Dynamite against the winners of the Outlaws or Les Femmes Fatales for the undisputed tag team titles. And now the Witch, with one obstacle out of her way, has only one thing left to focus on: defeating Brenda Bison this Saturday, so she can compete against either Benjamin Bourne or Samoa Joe on the main event of Sunday on our pay-per-view event, Battle of Champions. Welcome everyone, we're here sold out in Louisiana. And coming up next, here on BRAWL, we got our singles intergender match as one half of the GTW Tag Team Champions, Billy Cactus, goes one-on-one against one half of the GTW Women's Tag Team Champions, Flamer. A preview of things to come this weekend.
The following champion versus champion contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, accompanied by Justin Hicks, representing the Outlaws from Houston, Texas, weighing in at 228 pounds, one half of the World Tag Team Champions, Billy Cactus.
And we have Billy Cactus being accompanied by his tag team partner, Justin Hicks, for tonight's intergender match.
And his opponent, representing Les Femmes Fatales from Monterrey, Mexico, one half of the Women's World Tag Team Champions, Flamer.
It seems neither one of these competitors are fan favorites here tonight. But what we're getting is a preview of what's going to be happening this Saturday in our pay-per-view event, Battle of Champions, where the Tag Team Champions will be taking on the Women's Tag Team Champions, the Outlaws versus Les Femmes Fatales. Tonight we're getting a little preview as Billy Cactus, representing the Outlaws, will be taking on Flamer. And here comes the bell. Here comes Cactus with a huge elbow. Flamer coming at the receipt, and Cactus with the answer. And now the two locking up, shoulder and collar tie up in the middle of the ring. Flamer brings Billy Cactus into the corner, and a cheap shot by Flamer. Normally, I would feel bad for whoever was on the receiving end of that, but Billy Cactus is definitely known for his share of cheap shots. Flamer now bringing Cactus into the ropes, kicks to the back section. Oh my gosh, and you can hear that chop echoing throughout the entire arena as she goes to the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out by Billy Cactus. And Flamer coming in. Quick fake out. Talk about the disrespect for one half of the women's tag team champions, looking to send not Billy Cactus' message, but his partner Justin Hicks, who's watching from the corner right now. Flamer is so confident going to this match, she didn't even bother having her partner Fuego Lopez accompany her to the ring tonight. And rightfully so, Flamer so far has been dominating in this intergender match. Flamer now stomping on Billy Cactus. She comes off the ropes. She goes for a Surton, but Billy Cactus gets the knees up. And a big boot by Billy Cactus, taking down his opponent. Flamer, with a kick to the head, manages to stay in this match. And here she is. We got a mix of a brawling style versus a high-flying style here. And I think that Flamer's ability to outmaneuver Billy Cactus is what's giving her the advantage in tonight's match. She brings Billy Cactus into the corner. Another open hand chop. Oh my gosh, and both knees driving down to the sternum as Billy Cactus is hanging on that rope. And there's a code breaker by Flamer. As she goes for the pin, Cactus able to kick out. Billy Cactus now gaining the advantage as he takes Flamer down and drives that elbow right into the chest of his opponent. Flamer starting to feel it. And here's the thing about a matchup like this, about these intergender matches, the women are much quicker, much more nimble than the men. However, if someone the size of Billy Cactus can even get one power strike on Flamer, he could quickly turn the tables. And a shoulder tackle by Billy Cactus. And Flamer's starting to feel it. And out of nowhere, somehow she pulls out the fire and takes him down with the clothesline of her own. Unfortunately, not able to capitalize as her attention is now on Justin Hicks and not on her opponent. The Cactus with the Irish whip. Huge headlock by Billy Cactus. Now starting to use his brute strength to his advantage. And you can tell Cactus has had enough. That he's done playing nice, he's playing dirty now as he drives another huge elbow into the chest of Flamer. Comes off the ropes. Another elbow drop by Billy Cactus. Another open hand chop. And look at him just choking the life out of one half of the women's tag team champions. Again, a preview of things to come this Saturday in our two-night pay-per-view event, which will be live at the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. And here goes Flamer. Oh my gosh, what a maneuver. Out of nowhere, able to counter Billy Cactus as she goes for the pin. 1, 2, but Billy Cactus able to kick out. Cactus barely able to get to his feet as he climbs up on those ropes. Flamer measuring him up. And here she comes with a lariat elbow. Look at her stopping. Cactus fighting back though. Another shoulder tackle by Billy Cactus. Flamer rolling him in. Double stop into the sternum. Huge knee by Flamer. And just look at that agility, that technical prowess of one half of the women's champions. And here comes the pin. 1, 2, 3, and Flamer gets the win.
Here is your winner,
Flamer definitely sending a clear message to Billy Cactus and Justin Hicks here tonight as she takes out one half of the Outlaws in tonight's intergender match. Don't go away, folks, because when we return here on Brawl, we're going to be having Victoria Wong interview our Grand Tour champion Samoa Joe, followed by singles competition, a non-title match as Channing Stacks Lorenzo takes on the Intercontinental Champion Obelisk. That's all coming up next here on Brawl. Victoria Wong here. I'm with the Grand Tour champion Samoa Joe. Samoa, last week on Dystopia you had a part in the fall of Hercules as you teamed up with the Old Gods. What is your relationship with that faction? Absolutely none. I learned of their plan to betray Hercules and I volunteered to take part. Not because they're allies, but because I have a personal grudge with Hercules. And may I ask, what is your grievance with Hercules? He was the world champion. He was meant to be my opponent at Battle of Champions. He is as big and as ruthless as they come. I was very much looking forward to testing myself as the Grand Tour champion by defeating him. But then he, out of carelessness, lost his title to Benjamin Bourne. Battle of Champions was my opportunity for greatness, to call myself undisputed against the best. Now I must settle for a mediocre mid-card wrestler who got lucky in that cage match, followed by some woman's champion, each a third of my size. Hercules, your carelessness has cost me my moment of glory. My opportunity to face a real warrior when it mattered most has vanished. So I took great delight in making sure your career vanished. As far as Bourne, Witch, and Bison go, I guess I'll have to settle for the three of them and hope for a better challenge next year.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing the Final Testament. From parts unknown, weighing in at 600 pounds, the Intercontinental
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing the Final Testament from parts unknown, weighing in at 600 pounds, the Intercontinental Champion.
And here comes the Intercontinental Champion, Obelisk, as he makes his way to the ring. Tonight will be a non-title match. In April Cassidy's own words earlier in the back, nothing more than a warm-up going into Battle of Champions. On Saturday, the United States Champion, Alpha Crimson Ranger, will be going up against the European Champion, Tony D'Angelo. The winner of those two will take on the Intercontinental Champion, Obelisk. For tonight, Tony D'Angelo's partner, Shannon Stacks Lorenzo, will serve as Obelisk's warm-up here tonight.
And his opponent, representing the family from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 206 pounds, the Underboss, Channing Stacks Lorenzo.
Channing Stacks Lorenzo coming out tonight sporting brand new music with a brand new Titantron. Lately, he's been trying to show Tony D'Angelo he can be his own man, and he's looking to make a point here tonight as he goes to defeat what may possibly be Tony D'Angelo's opponent at Battle of Champions. And here comes the bell. Obelisk grappling up with Channing Stacks Lorenzo, and already a huge forearm smash into the back. And I don't even think we can call this a match as much as this is more of an execution. Channing Stacks Lorenzo, though, springing off the ropes to take down this massive monster they call the Intercontinental Champion. And there's Obelisk with the shoulder tackle, immediately taking down Lorenzo. And attempts to go for a bear hug. Lorenzo with a head takedown. And there's Obelisk just bulldozing right into the referee, trapping Lorenzo into the ropes. The referee barely getting back to his feet there. And again, Obelisk just overpowering Lorenzo. And there he is, smashing that knee. Here comes the pin. One, Lorenzo with an immediate kick out. You gotta give it to Lorenzo. He came out with some good counters just there, but not enough to take on this beast. Obelisk just showing that huge size and power, deadlifting Lorenzo like he's nothing. And this might be the man Tony D'Angelo may have to face Sunday if he can get through the Alpha Crimson Ranger first. Obelisk coming off the ropes. Lorenzo rolling to his feet, dodging the attack, and he's going for his body shots. Lorenzo using every trick in the book he knows to try and gain the advantage over this monster here. And Lorenzo just scraping Obelisk's face into the ring canvas. Laying in those stops, trying to do everything he can to keep him off his feet. And, an Obelisk with a tilt-a-whirl slam. 1, 2, and Lorenzo barely getting the shoulder up. Obelisk now making his way to the top rope. And he comes in, and Lorenzo, with his awareness, getting the knees up. And just look at him, just pounding away. Just throwing those punches. And Obelisk rolls out of the way. Lorenzo hits nothing but the ring surface. And now Lorenzo finds himself in a test of strength against the Intercontinental Champion. But Obelisk just seems to be just too powerful for him. Lorenzo is barely budging him. Every hit from Obelisk is like being hit by a train. You can see on Lorenzo's face, he is barely holding on, he's barely conscious, and he's trying to invite him for more. What a lunatic. And there's Obelisk obliging with an uppercut. And now, this Phenom coming off the top rope, all that dead weight. 1, 2, 3, and Obelisk with the win. That is no surprise. I think we all went into this match knowing exactly what's going on. Oh, wait, what's going on here? What was that look that Obelisk just gave him? What is he doing? He's bringing a ladder into the ring. Oh my gosh, he just hit Lorenzo in the head with that ladder. Lorenzo is down. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh my gosh, a huge body slam onto that cold, unforgiving steel. And I was sending a message to Tony D'Angelo going into Battle of Champions this weekend. And he just did it through Channing Stacks Lorenzo. Lorenzo, are you brain dead or what? You could have been killed out there. Hey, I ain't no kid, Tony. What gives you the right to face him but not me? I'm the European champion, dummy. What gold do you have? None. Zip. Nada. The most you ever got was the tag team titles with my help. You are not ready to take him on. Well, you're wrong on both counts. I'm ready, and I will have gold. You will see. I'm going to talk to April right now and get myself a title match against him next week. And since he wants to play with ladders, I'm going to challenge him to a ladder match. Don't do it, Lorenzo. I'm not a screw-up, Tony. You'll see. I'm just as valuable to his family as you. You're going to see. Next week, I'm going to beat Obelisk. I'm going to be Intercontinental Champion. And here comes Jamie Hayter making her way to the ring, ready to address this sold-out arena. I want to make something perfectly clear. I do not start fights. Red made her debut on the back, my back, by assaulting me, by interfering in my match. Yeah, you won the last we met in the ring and I should let it go because you won. But then I have to admit that it's okay for you to bully me. It is okay for you to assault me. It is okay for you to use me as a stepping stone. The one thing I will never do is surrender to you. Last week, Red challenged me to an I Quit match. The rules are simple. We use any means necessary to make the opponent in a microphone say out loud, I quit. Those words will never leave my lips. But I will take great satisfaction in Battle of Champions when I beat you to an inch of your life that you have no choice but to surrender. At this weekend's pay-per-view, when I make you say, I quit, it won't just be the match you're quitting, it will be this stupid vendetta. As I said, I do not start fights, but I sure as hell will finish them. So as for your challenge, Red, I accept. I will see you at Battle of Champions. And the stage is set. This weekend it's gonna be Jamie Hayter versus Red in an I Quit match. Who will make the others submit to them? Will it be Jamie Hayter or will it be Red? Find out this weekend on our two-night pay-per-view event, Battle of Champions.
The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Making their way to the ring, accompanied by Chad Gable, at a combined weight of 495 pounds, Brutus and Julius, the Creed Brothers.
And the Creed Brothers, America Made, being coming to the ring by Chad Gable. Chad Gable, who will be going one-on-one with Grayson Holiday this weekend at Battle of Champions. Tonight, the Creed Brothers will be going up against the Grapple Division in tonight's tag team match.
And their opponents, accompanied by Gray, Sue, Holly, Day, at a combined weight of 466 pounds, Carl Big Ham Hammett, and Ray Mad Dog Hughes, the Grappler.
And this is a bit odd. The Grapple Division is being come to the ring by Grayson Holiday. Grayson Holiday, who's to beat Chad Gable's opponent at Battle of Champions. I mean, I know he's got some history going on with Chad Gable right now, but it's a bit surprising to say the least to see him taking any interest in the Creed Brothers or the Grapple Division right now. But there he is in the corner, tentatively watching this match. We're starting things off as Brutus Creed goes one-on-one with Ray Hughes. And there's Julius Creed with those huge knees on Ray Hughes there. He's going for the Irish Whip. Ray Hughes with the counter. And Brutus being thrown across the ring. And Hughes now going for a DDT. And the Grapple Division once again dominating as they always do in the tag team division. Them along with Damage Inc. have been quite the contenders lately as they debuted in GTW. And I can see either of those teams making a big name for themselves well on their way to a tag team title shot. And here comes Ray Hughes with the pin. Brutus Creed kicking out. And there's Chad Gable throwing in a foreign object in the ring. The referee catching on quickly though, getting rid of the Singapore cane. Brutus Creed now going to work on Ray Hughes, who now makes the tag to Carl Hammett. And a huge suplex by Brutus Creed there as he takes on both members of the Grapple Division. Carl Hammett with a fisherman suplex onto Brutus Creed. You can see You see Grayson Holiday in the corner watching very intently as Carl Hammett goes to work on Brutus. Hammett throwing in Brutus into the corner. The grapple division with a double team move. And there's Ray Hughes throwing him into Carl Hammett. Ray Hughes with a double axe handle. Julius looking for the tag. However, Brutus nowhere near his partner, unable to get the tag. Ray Hughes continuing his onslaught onto one half of American Made. Ray Hughes going to work on Brutus there. And there's Brutus being thrown to the corner once again. Brutus now on the counter. Ray Hughes now in American Made's corner. And he finally makes the tag to Julius. And here comes the Creed Brothers double team move. Clothesline. Here goes Julius going for the pin. However, Ray Hughes able to kick out. Nice leg takedown by Hughes. But Julius coming in with those right strikes. And the two now going back and forth. And what's this? You see Chad Gable getting into it with Grayson Holiday at the side of the ring. And the referee telling both Chad Gable and Grayson Holiday, Chad Gable and Grayson Holiday are both banned from ringside after getting into it outside the ring. And now the Creed Brothers no longer have Chad Gable in the corner, and Grayson Holiday no longer able to cheer on the grapple division. This is now a strictly 2-on-2 tag team match. However, Chad Gable and Grayson Holiday will be able to settle things one-on-one when they face off this weekend on Battle of Champions, our big two-night pay-per-view event. Julius Creed going for farmer's carry, reversal by Ray Hughes. And here goes the Irish whip. Julius Creed throwing him in the corner. Huge elbow by Ray Hughes. And now Julius tagging in Brutus. American Made going for a double team move. Huge takedown by Brutus there. And the Creed Brothers just going for a 2-on-1 assault onto Ray Hughes. Nice counter by Hughes. Goes to the Irish whip. Brutus now in the corner. He makes the tag to Carl Hammett. Hammett on the top rope as he's being launched by Ray Hughes. Nice shoulder tackle as the grapple division once again gaining the advantage in tonight's tag team match. And now Carl Hammett making his way to the top rope. Bruce barely on his feet. Double axe handle by Carl Hammett. Julius looking for the tag. And here comes Julius Creed, now the legal man. Fireman's carry and a gutbuster by Carl Hammett. Knee to the gut by Julius Creed, followed by a belly-to-belly suplex. Here comes the pin. 1, 2. Carl Hammett able to kick out. Amazing belly-to-belly by Carl Hammett. And it looks like he's trying to lock in a Boston Crab here. And he's got it locked in. Julius Creed in the middle of the ring. And no, he's able to roll his way out. Huge right shot and reverses the Boston Crab into a pin. Here comes the ref, but Carl able to kick out. But Julius coming in with a strong clothesline, taking down his opponent. Now making the tag to Brutus Creed. Shoulder tackle by Carl Hammett. Now making the tag to Ray Hughes. There goes Brutus Creed with the Irish whip. Huge elbow. Another elbow by Ray Hughes. He goes for the Irish whip. Brutus Creed with the reversal. Huge right shot by one half of the Creed brothers, followed by a reversal elbow by Ray Hughes. Nice leg takedown as he goes for the submission. He's got Brutus Creed in the middle of the ring. And he's let go of him momentarily. Look like he's got something else in mind. He goes for the Irish whip. Brutus Creed with the reversal. And a kick to the midsection. Brutus Creed with a huge right hand. And now Brutus making an attack to his brother Julius. American Made again with the teamwork as they once again attack Ray Hughes. 2-on-1 here. Amazing teamwork by the Creed brothers. And now you got Ray Hughes living up to the name, the Grapple Division, as he outsmarts Julius with some technical wrestling, tagging in Carl Hammett. Double takedown by the Grapple Division. Ray Hughes going for the pin, and there's Brutus breaking up the count. Ray Hughes going for the Irish whip. Julius now in the corner. And a huge elbow by Julius Creed. He gets the move in. Back suplex onto Carl Hammett. There goes Hammett going for the Irish whip. Julius with the reversal. And now running from across the ring. However, nobody home. He hits the turnbuckle. Net breaker. Net breaker by Carl Hammett. And now he makes the tag. Here they come. Belly to belly suplex. The Grapple Division still on top. Ray Hughes blocking Julius from tagging in Brutus Creed. Julius with a desperate elbow, trying to fight his way out of it. And he comes in, backdrop onto Ray Hughes. Julius now making a much needed tag to Brutus Creed. And he's got Ray Hughes in the corner. Another tag to Julius. American Made again with a double team. And now they're looking to grapple circles around the Grapple Division in tonight's tag team match. And the straps are off. Julius means business. He's setting him up for the finisher. And a huge counter by Ray Hughes. He's got Julius in the corner. Julius with a huge right elbow. German suplex by Julius Creed. Huge right hand. Ray Hughes trying to fight back here. And he has Ray Hughes against the corner. Huge counter by one half of the Grapple Division. Now, Julius Creed going for a partial tree of woe, slamming him into the turnbuckles. And a belly-to-belly takedown by Ray Hughes. Now going for the pin. Brutus coming in with the save. Ray Hughes looking for the finisher. And Julius with a huge counter. Amazing awareness by Julius Creed. Now tagging in Brutus. American made. Going up high, and Ray Hughes going down. Here comes the pin. And there's Carl Hammett with the save. Huge elbow drop by Brutus Creed. Making his way to the second turnbuckle. Goes for a short tackle, nobody home. Huge body slam by Ray Hughes. Brutus taking advantage of his hesitation with a right cross. Slamming him full force into the middle of the ring. And now he's just smashing his head into the turnbuckle. Scoop body slam by Brutus. Making his way to the top rope. Huge shoulder tackle by Brutus Creed. And here comes the pin. This could be it. 1, 2, 3. And the Creed brothers take tonight's match.
Here are your winners, Brutus and Julius, the Creed brothers.
Despite the controversy outside the ring, a well-deserved win by the Creed brothers, who without a doubt just defeated one of the more dominating tag teams as of late. Don't go away, folks, because we still got our main event coming up at long last. Stephen Dynamite has waited weeks for this moment. Going into Battle of Champions, he's got one score to settle before he competes for the undisputed tag team titles. Tonight, it's going to be Stephen Dynamite one-on-one with Killer Kross. Don't go away, our main event is next. Ah, there you are. Aya, listen very carefully. I do not care if you defeat Haley Webb or not. You are both champions that represent me. However, I'm going to make something perfectly crystal clear to you. The Women's United States Champion, who represents Charles Elliott on Dystopia, Toni Storm, must not make it past Night 1 in Battle Champions. Do you hear me? Dystopia must look like the weaker roster, so you better win this weekend or else. Or else what, Miss Cassidy? Or else I will assume you are not a strong enough champion, and I will make it my goal to make sure a stronger champion takes that European title off your hands. Why you harass me? Why not Haley Webb? Why not Obelisk? Obelisk? Did you just see what he did to Lorenzo? I'm not worried about Obelisk. You are the weak link, so prove me wrong. Welcome back, everyone, and it's time for tonight's main event here on GTW BRAWL. At long last, Stephen Dynamite has been making this challenge for nearly a month now. With just a little under a week away from Battle of Champions, Dynamite will be going one-on-one with Killer Kross right here, right now on BRAWL.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Long Island, New York, weighing in at 210 pounds, one half of the Mixed Tag Team Champions, the Chosen One, Steven Dynamite.
And now, one half of the Mixed Tag Team Champions, the Chosen One, Steven Dynamite, looking to settle the score before it goes into Battle of Champions this weekend to compete for the Undisputed Tag Team Champions, where he will be reunited with his partner, Amanda Price. They will take on the winners between the Outlaws and Less Famous Vitalis. But tonight, it's going to be Dynamite versus Kross.
And his opponent, representing the Final Testament from Sin City, weighing in at 265 pounds, Harry N. Ross.
Killer Kross making his way to the ring. For a month now, he's been playing head games with Steven Dynamite, putting him in positions, making him very uncomfortable. And tonight, Kross will either have to make Dynamite bleed or face the music. However, despite the accusations from Steven Dynamite, Killer Kross is not looking phased at all. He is not looking one bit worried. If anything, Kross is looking bloodthirsty. And tonight, Steven Dynamite's blood is on the menu. And here comes the bell for GTW Brawl's main event. Arm lock by Killer Kross onto Steven Dynamite, the Chosen One, already at the mercy of Killer Kross here. And Dynamite with an impressive reversal, now putting Kross himself into an armbar. Headlock by Killer Kross as Steven Dynamite reverses into a backlock. You see Kross desperately trying to pull the hands apart. Dynamite rolling into a pin. Killer Kross with an immediate kick out, reversing the pin of his own. One, and Dynamite, incredible enough, reversing the pin on Killer Kross. And so far, these two seem dead even in this one-on-one match. Steven Dynamite slamming Killer Kross's head into the turnbuckle. Kross going for a grapple, Dynamite rolling out of the way, and a huge hard kick by Killer Kross. Dynamite ducking under the open hand chop, and once again, collar and elbow tie-up with these two. Kross rolls Steven Dynamite into a pin. One, and Dynamite with a kick out. Two once again squaring off. Dynamite driving Killer Kross into the corner. The referee causing the breakup. One, two, and there's Kross with a cheap shot to the midsection of Steven Dynamite. Dynamite still persistent, going for a splash to the corner. Nobody home. Over the shoulder takedown by Killer Kross. Dynamite coming off the ropes. Chosen cutter. The chosen cutter by Steven Dynamite, followed by a shooting star press. And I gotta say, these two are completely even in this one-on-one match. And Dynamite now getting momentum as Kross gets to his feet. Kick to the midsection. And there's Dynamite's throw going across the top rope. Killer Kross now gaining the advantage over Dynamite here. And there he is with a power slam rolling into his secondary. And you see Dynamite favoring that back of his right now. Steven Dynamite has the speed advantage, has the agility, but Killer Kross might be too strong for him. And there's a kick to the midsection by Steven Dynamite. He's refusing to stay down. He goes for a clothesline. Kross with a counter of his own. And with these two, it's just counter after counter. And here goes Kross with a choke slam onto Steven Dynamite. Nice counter by the Chosen One. Kross with a counter of his own. Codebreaker by Steven Dynamite. He goes for the Irish Whip. And a huge knee to the ribs by Killer Kross. Now putting him in a fireman's carry. And look at that strength by Killer Kross. What a main event we're getting here tonight. It's just counter after counter with these two. Kross going for the pin. Dynamite with the immediate kick out. You can see the gears turning in Killer Kross, looking for ways he can continue to torment Steven Dynamite. And Dynamite now tuning up the band. And here he comes. The Dynamite kick. Here comes top rope. Swanton bomb by Steven Dynamite as he goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3, and Dynamite wins. Huge victory by the Chosen One, Steven Dynamite. And what? Whoa, what just happened there? What the hell is this? That's Obelisk. Obelisk with a choke slam to Steven Dynamite. He just laid out Steven Dynamite. Steven Dynamite came out with an impressive victory over Killer Kross, but then Obelisk out of nowhere. The lights just blacked out, and there's Dynamite. Victim to Obelisk, the GTW Intercontinental Champion, the same man who destroyed Lorenzo with the ladder earlier tonight. And I gotta ask, is he out for blood? Was this a random attack, or has he aligned himself with the Seventh Testament? Has he aligned himself with Killer Kross? We will find out next week on BRAWL. For those of you who watch these episodes episodically on my YouTube channel, Infinite Fantasy If, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell to know when new GTW content comes near you. And for those of you watching all my live shows here on Twitch, here at Infinite Fantasy If /twitch.tv, don't forget to follow to know when new live streams are coming to you. And that includes house shows, pay-per-views, and weekly shows, plus other content such as gameplay for Star Wars Outlaws and soon to come 007 First Light. And as always, may your fantasies be infinite.